Hi everybody, welcome to my YouTube channel Dr. Srinivas Medical Concepts and my FB page Dr. Srinivas Concepts. This is Dr. Srinivas, neurologist from Andhra Pradesh, India. I am also the medical author of the book Focused Neurology. Today we are going to talk about a very interesting topic, the subtle hemiparesis. If the hemiparesis is obvious, it is easy to diagnose. But when there is subtle hemiparesis, how are we going to diagnose? We can diagnose subtle hemiparesis by a method known as pronator drift. Pronator drift. So what is this pronator drift? Ask the person to extend the hands with the palms upwards facing the roof and ask the person to close eyes and observe for 20 to 30 seconds. Slowly, if there is a corticospinal tract lesion, for example on the left side, the right hand is weak. So what happens slowly? The right hand will pronate. Slowly it will pronate. The palm slowly starts facing now the floor. This is the pronator drift. So pronator drift is the easiest, simple, single, most important motor examination of the upper limb to detect subtle hemiparesis. But what is the mechanism for this pronator drift? Why should the hands pronate? It is because we have few muscles which are predominantly corticospinal tract innervated muscles, namely the shoulder abductors, the external rotators, the supinators and elbow extensors. So when the corticospinal tract gets affected, imagine on the left side, the right sided these group of muscles get affected. So what happens when the shoulder abductors get affected? There will be shoulder adduction. When the external rotators get affected, there will be internal rotation. When the supinators get affected, there will be pronation. And since the elbow extension get affected, they will have flexion. So this is the classic sign if it is a severe form of hemiplegia. If it is subtle, only there will be pronator drift. So because the corticospinal tract innervated muscles become weak, the antagonists overtake them. They overpower them. And especially the supinators are overcome by pronators, and therefore we have pronator drift. So this is a single most important motor test for the upper limb is pronator drift. We can also check out for the parietal lobe lesion in the same manner. Ask the person to close the eyes with the arm stretched, palm facing upwards for 20 to 30 seconds. If there is a parietal lobe lesion, example on the left side, the right side, the upper limb will go upwards. This is known as updrift. It is because for the ostensible reason of the body and the brain not being able to appreciate the position joint sense. So if there is an updrift of the arm, it is a parietal lobe lesion. So pronator drift is the simplest test to detect subtle hemiparesis. If the subtle hemiparesis slowly becomes intensified and becomes a severe form of hemiparesis, a severe degree, the pronator drift now becomes slowly into a spastic hemiplegia. So shoulder adduction, internal rotation, pronation, flexion, and the legs going on for extension. They cannot flex the knees. So to clear off the ground, they have to circumduct, encircle the floor and walk. You call that as a circumduction gait. So it indicates a severe form of hemiplegia. Subtle hemiplegia can be picked up by pronator drift. If it is a severe form of hemiplegia, it becomes a circumduction gait. In fact, it is similar to the decorticate rigidity, where the lesion, if it is above the red nucleus, the rubrospinal tract is intact and person will have the decorticate posture. Corticospinal tract being affected. The other methods by which we can detect the subtle hemiparesis is the arm roll. Imagine again my left cortex is affected and there's a weakness of the right side. So we ask the person to bring both the hands together with the fist closed and ask them to roll the hands in this manner, one over the other. Generally, persons will be able to do it in an easy manner. But imagine if I have right-sided weakness, I'll not be able to rotate one arm over the other. So my right arm gets stuck, only my left arm starts moving. Again, this indicates that a person has got right hemiparesis. This is known as arm roll. Another method to detect subtle hemiparesis is the OK sign. Generally, when the corticospinal tract is involved, the distal muscles are more affected than the proximal muscles. Imagine my left-sided corticospinal tract is affected. So my right hand, the distal muscles get affected. So when I am asked to do the OK sign, the index, the tip of the index finger touching the tip of the thumb, especially the distal interphalangeal joint, and make an OK sign, person with the corticospinal tract lesion cannot make it because it involves strength of the distal muscles. In fact, you can go to the next step and ask them to touch all the fingers with the tip of the thumb like this. I can do it with ease, anybody can do it with ease, but persons with hemiplegia, corticospinal tract lesion cannot do it with ease, they'll have difficulty. This is known as OK sign. So obvious hemiplegia is easy to detect, but subtle hemiplegia you have to use and you have to diagnose it in a smart way by using this test known as pronator drift. I hope you have enjoyed listening to this lecture as much as I have enjoyed delivering it. If you have any suggestions or comments, kindly post onto my YouTube channel, or please like and subscribe my YouTube channel Dr. Srinivas Medical Concepts and my FB page Dr. Srinivas Concepts. Thank you. Bye.